Greetings, Inquisitors! Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 101 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all the character upgrades, talk about my plans for the future, and you can follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Always love it when people do that. Alright, let's get into it, see what happened in the account in week 101. This is a clip from the stream. We had a very close battle against the Sith Eternal Emperor. I feel like I could have won it if I just had a few more hit points on this Wampa. So I said, you know what, let's just commit this Relic 7 to it right now, right here on stream. Didn't have quite enough of these signal data, but hadn't done my Cantina farms for the day, so we're going through a couple refreshes here to see if we can get enough signal data, and indeed we do. And with the stuff that was in the bank, that puts us to Relic 7. And hopefully that Wampa now has enough hit points to last a little bit longer in these battles. And I really think we can take down some Sith Eternal Emperors with this. I did also want to remod, so here you see the old mods. And then I did come in later after the stream. And I looked at this Zeta for a long time, and in the end, I think a couple turns of healing immunity might make a pretty big difference against Sith Eternal Emperor, especially. And if we want the Wampa for that, we need to be able to, to use that as needed. I tried to get a bunch of mods with tenacity plus speed subs. So here you see we got, some mediocre speed rolls. A lot of these mods have 3 speed rolls, but they also have tenacity substats. So that's what we did. We put a health main stat on the triangle just to try to give more health. And then a speed arrow, because I think at the end of the day going a little bit faster is probably going to be helpful. Alright, so Wampa Relic 7 remodded, ready to go. Let's put another star onto Radis. He's looking in pretty good shape. We got 23 out of 100 on the way to 7 stars. Dash Rendar, I need to get some tiers on him. I've only got 2 Carbantes for the week, and I feel like I need to put them somewhere else. So we take a look at him, but in the end, we click off. The Ewok journey is definitely something that I've got to do. Of course, C-3PO. On my main account, when I did it, I was able to get my Elder to gear 12, and I feel like that helped a lot. So I think I'm going to do that, and then I can put 6 dot mods on him. We get Hera Syndulla up to gear 11, and she's going to need a lot of Carbantes to go to gear 12, but we got her there, and we can commit some resources over the next few weeks. We got L337 all the way up to 7 stars, so that's good. We can continue to work on that character. Iden Versio, we got a 6 star on her, so that's nice. Fennec Shand, we're farming her sometimes on light side days. I think light side. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and give her some promotions just to make her a little easier to click on and farm. Not going to invest too much in her, but we finished up Hux. Hux is all the way to 7 stars now, so we can have that. And I'm working on a little first order team kind of in the background, do SLKR someday, so I'm going to go ahead and build Hux now, at least to, mediocre gear levels, and we will start doing that finalizer journey hopefully sometime soon, so we'll need him for the capital ship. Here we go in and take an upgrade on Low Gray. I almost clicked the upgrade button again. Going through his gear looking to see if clicking the upgrade button again is a good idea or a bad idea. It would use up the rest of my holo projectors, and I kind of don't want to do that. I want to see if there's other characters that need those holo projectors that would be more interesting to advance. So Aura Singh, I do want to build the bounty hunter team over here, so we're working on Aura Singh. We're going to go ahead and get her initial gear tiers and levels going. Same thing with Pow. He'll end up in Mon Mothma team someday. So again, just kind of building him up in the background. I had some extra money this week, so I went ahead and spent the credits on getting those characters started. In terms of ship credits, we'll go ahead and take Biston's U-Wing all the way up to level 85. We're looking to see if there's a good ship Omega to give. We've only got 15 in the account for right now, so not a whole lot more we can do. Since we leveled up Hera, we can level up her skill a little bit. And, you know, the Ghost seems like it's a decent ship for the Profundity Journey as a reinforcement, so we're taking a look at it. See if we can make any commitments there. And then I worked on mods, and I wanted to get Dash modded, at least with some starter mods on him. Like I said, I want to gear him. I've got the L3, we've got the Vandor, so, you know, we'll kind of put that team together and start working on it. So I got him a mod set, training wheels mod set, and we'll start building up from there. I am waiting on Dash Rendar. Hopefully, you know, my relic projects are going along, and if I wait to relic Dash Rendar as one of the last, then we should have him on double drops, and I can do half as much Cantina farming on him. So I'm going to save him to last and see if we can stretch out this journey all the way till Dash double drops. It should meet the timing pretty well, and then we can save that Cantina energy. Okay, week 101, 4.96 million galactic power, brushing up against 5 million, probably break 5 million in the next week or two. 49 relics, 62 Zetas, JMKs in the top 10. The Executor's still getting me top 5. I got first place in fleets today. That feels pretty good. I extended the target for Mon Mothma to week 103. I really don't think I'll be able to finish her in the next week. She needs 2 of the furnaces on her Gear 13 level, and then she needs the finisher. And I just don't think I can pull together all of those pieces because I started out with pretty much none. We'll get some out of Conquest this week, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So we'll set a target of week 103 on Mon Mothma. I'm going to go down to farming Radis once per day, and that way I can add 50 RT to the farming sort, whatever you want to call it, and play around with that for Conquest, hopefully. I've got some, quote, extra Omicrons on the Loquitur account, so I need to find a couple good places to put some Omicrons, and I think I want to do testing for that to see if I do some, you know, new player advice. I want to make sure that I'm giving them good advice about this character, so I feel kind of like I need to put the Omicron on and experiment with it with some low-level droids and see how impactful it really is. In Fleet, we're going to work on Biston's ship, Outrider, Echelon, and the Raven's Claw. And then in Cantina, L3 is done. We'll work on signal data, and we'll start on the next relic, or the next Cantina character, which will be Commander Han. That'd be Hoth Han. We'll get him built up. For mods, we're still working on some 6-dot slicing material. We'll also start working on farming speed mods again. The refresh strategy stays the same. We'll talk about that here in a minute, though, because I do have to build up a bigger bank account. In the Squad Arena store, I'm just focused on gear. I'm not even buying any prestige right now, just working on gear. Biston's U-Wing out of the Fleet store, and basically in the Fleet store in Loquitur right now, I'm buying out everything that I don't already have finished. We're going to buy out the whole Fleet store, so there's nothing in there left for us to buy, and then we can always use that currency for Zetas or emergency shards in the shard shop when we need them. Everything else is feeding the shard shop. So we got that Wampa to R7, Zeta for the immunity healing immunity for the sea battles, and then remodded him. And I think it's really worth it. You know, if in a lot of those battles, I kept my sea on offense, and a lot of opponents were putting Gas and Sith Eternal on defense at this level. And if I can beat Sith Eternal with Wampa and be able to use my Sith Eternal against their Gas, then I've got good chances at full clearing. So, or, you know, a JML or another Galactic Legend that C can beat, and Wampa can beat, you know, some good teams. So I think this is a really good investment, and we'll try to prove that over the next few seasons of Grand Arena. Unfortunately, I'm still not done with the clones, so I'm working on this profundity journey. I'm trying to get things reliced up over there. But the light side TB is on this week, and I do need to get these clones done. Shock is up to R7. I definitely need to put more relic levels on Arc, Trooper, and 5s. And so I'll be focused on just farming signal data and trying to get ready for that here this week. I do have to go back to farming carbonite materials too, because that is really the hold-up point right now. Of course, signal data you have to manage, but on the scrap pieces, I have enough stuff on the high end, like even the Electrium conductors and stuff like that. I'm flush on those, and Biddle cards I'm in good shape on. But it's at the bottom end with that carbonite that I'm just flailing. I cannot get enough carbonite. So I'm going to buy, if the pack shows up in the shop where you can buy carbonite circuit boards for 500 crystals, I intend to make 3 purchases on that and just try to get away from this bottleneck that I've got that's just like very, very annoying, because I don't want to have to farm carbonite materials, and I cannot seem to find any way to balance it out. My relic cycles have sped up. I'm averaging a relic like every 9 days on this account right now, so I can't keep up with it. So I'm going to get 1,500 crystals in the bank. I'll make sure that I don't do any refreshes below that level, and if that pack shows up in the shop, I'll buy it 3 times. We can also work on the bronzium wiring problem. For guild event tokens, right here at the bottom where the gear transitions into characters, these Mark V Fabritech data pads show up, and they're 90 currency. 90 currency for 5 of them is super cheap. It's actually a really good deal, and I'm trying to save up my Get 1 and maybe get Gas someday, and Malik. I still need those 2 characters. I still need to finish them out. So it's pretty frustrating to be spending my Get 1 tokens on parts for relics, but I think every time these Fabritech data pads show up here, I'm going to be buying them. And I'm going to keep my eye on that gear slot. There's some other stuff there that breaks down for bronzium or carbonite. A lot of it's not a good deal, though. So these are 90 for 5, and they have a good conversion rate. Some of the carbonite materials are like 130 for 10 of them, and they have a really awful conversion rate. So buyer beware. I know the Mark V data pads are a good deal, but most of the stuff that shows up in that slot, you will not want to invest in. But I'll keep an eye on that and just try to keep boosting up my acquisition of the low-level relic materials. All right, so that's it for this update. Grandma Mod here at the end with her message, as always, about farming your mods. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to watch more like this in the future, and join us over on Discord. The Loquitur Discord is really a great place for new players to hang out. Even if you're not that talkative of a person, you can just hang out and watch what's being said in general chat. We got a lot of experienced players that are helping people, a lot of new players asking questions, and you can learn a lot just by being part of the community. Hope that I see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.